Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. You hear that? That's what it sounded like a few minutes ago when I took my shower. Yeah, believe it or not, I was actually cleaned and ready before leaving the house today. It's a new record, I would say. I've got a meeting to pop off to. Why do I keep using that word to like describe me doing something, like an action? Pop. Pop down, pop off, pop over. This popcorn sprinkled with Valentina tastes better than it looks. Because it kind of looks like someone died in the bowl last night. I switched one of Diana's shoes so that it was pointing the other direction. She won't be able to put it on. I switched the direction of one of Diana's moccasins. She won't be able to figure out how to put it on. I'm kidding, of course. She should be able to. Or at least I'd imagine. Nope, it's a beef stick, not a cigar. Sometimes a beef stick is just a beef stick. I'm going to explain this in just a second. When I'm in meetings, I often have to connect to wireless networks that I'm not familiar with. So before I do, I make sure I go through what they call a VPN, or a virtual private network. It's kind of geeky, but there's software and a service that I use on Android, iOS, Windows, and OS X called Hotspot Shield. And they recently came on as a sponsor, and I know I don't usually talk about sponsors in vlogs, but dude, the data that you're transmitting may not be encrypted, and your privacy could be at stake. Just trying to help you guys, that's all. I want to introduce you to the tallest man in the world. No, he's seriously, like, he's tall. Okay, maybe he's not the tallest man in the world, but he's the tallest man that I know. Like, you're about as tall as that tree over there, right now.
That's right.
That tree is right next to you.
That's right.
So this is Rob Greenlee.
Hello.
And he drives a Leaf.
Yes, I do. But I don't have it with me today.
What's up with that? Do you guys want to see his fully electric vehicle at some point? They have to answer now.
Yeah, it's their job to answer.
So if you want to see it, just comment and say you want to see an electric car. Rob is a podcasting legend. Has worked with Microsoft, with a lot of the new media distribution stuff. And we always have interesting conversations. Been talking a bit about, the future of video and how I've effectively been able to do what I've done with it on YouTube and beyond, and the things that I would like to do more of. And I think more than anything, I want to connect other experts with you in this particular channel. Geeky topics need to be covered, and I enjoy being a part of those conversations. Now I just need to put a finer point on it. Gotta find more experts and put my hand on the steering wheel as I move forward. This morning before I went into the meeting, I got an email from one of the local news stations. They want to interview me about Windows 8 and usability and how people are reacting to it already, and they wanted to stop by the house. I'm very grateful. Diana and her mom, I called and they said they kind of cleaned up a bit. So I just drove past their van. I don't know if you can see them there. That's their van, because the email says, "Do you still live where I think you live?" I'm like, "Yeah," and then I'm driving and I'm like, "They're right there." I'm like, "Come on, guys!" So they're following me home. The aftermath of a TV segment shoot. I don't think many of you will have seen the segment when it airs. I think possibly tonight. Although it was interesting, we were able to pull Dad in by way of FaceTime, and it's a very exciting week for geeks. This is like Hell Week, almost. It's that exciting. Things are happening. So many announcements, so many new things to look at. So expensive. Come here, pumpkin. I'm not going to carve you. Not this year. No, it's okay. She knows it's that time of year. She's afraid I'm going to put another costume on her. I don't think we even have costumes for you two this time around. I think we have over 1 million views for that video of you and Wicket in the Star Wars outfits. It's all about the Pentiums, baby. You guys don't even remember a Pentium, do you? I remember 486s. I remember math coprocessors. If you gotta go potty, go downstairs. I know that God is pottying right now, but don't worry, it's cleaner than your potty. Hey, Wicket, go the other direction. Pixie, you're not Wicket. Do you gotta go down? Then go. It's okay. Go for it.
I don't know where it's at.
Well, it should be down there. Diana just FaceTimed me to give her tech support on the other side of the house. Which, I gotta tell you, is more convenient for me to do than going down there. No, hun. Back where the projector is. Follow one of the cables.
Oh.
Follow the HDMI
Oh,
cable.
I see.
Yeah, there you go. It's on the Rock Band set that we need to get rid of. No one wants it, though. Honestly, you'd have to pay someone to take it away. Honey? Yeah? Did I leave my phone down there? I went upstairs, and I couldn't find it. Did I have it... Where the hell is it? Did it fall out of my pocket? Wiki was all excited because he saw Grandpa on the TV. I was trying to find the phone so I could FaceTime with him. Pixie, you missed it! You were downstairs with Grandma! Not the grandma that's married to the grandpa that we were talking about who was just on TV there, which is no longer on. Oh, sorry about that. We've been wanting to try the Costco pizza for quite some time, if only because it's so cheap. You get like a super extra large pizza for like $5. It's insane. But we haven't really done it yet. So Diana decided that tonight was the night for us to have cheap pizza. And the key word there being cheap, not pizza. Wicket, it was Pixie. She was snoring. Seriously? You're gonna keep barking. You know it's your sister. Dude, you've known her all your life. You've known her longer than I have. Don't talk back to me, mister. Diana came home about a half hour ago or so. I've lost track of time. I was replying to an email interview that I just finished up. And wow, dinner is here. Sorry, I couldn't, come down. I had to respond. But I wanted you to read it before I sent it off. It's kind of like a, I don't know what you would call it. Not exactly a fact check, like a gut check. Did I say the right things? Did I embarrass you in any way?
Am I in it?
You are not in it. Does that dissuade you from reading it in its entirety? If you think about it, pizza is the perfect food. Has everything in it, or the potential of having everything in it. All the way from gluten to meat.
We got this 40% off, by the way.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Even though what was that, like a high one? So I thought this was supposed to be a different brand. What's up with that?
They only accepted cash or check. Who does that?
You're serious.
They should quit accepting checks.
Okay, if anybody out there still accepts checks or cash...
Cash is okay.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Checks should die.
Yeah, except for... Actually, I kind of like rice checks.
Yeah, me too.
Wheat checks, too. And Chex Mix. Corn checks, it's good.
Checks.
With honey. Have you eaten?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. What was this, anyway? I understand there's meat and mushrooms and stuff, but...
That one's like the meat lovers, and this one's like the veggie lovers.
Uh-huh. Well, I love both, and I love you more than the pizza.
I'm like a little bit of both.
You are kind of garlicky now that you mention it.
What? You're garlicky.
That wasn't a put down. I like garlic. There's a pimple under my eyebrow.
Good. You're turning into me.
Not quite.
I didn't have pimples ever in high school, and now I have like a gazillion of them.
Yeah, well, I've always had pimples in my life, but never under my eyebrow.
It's an ingrown.
Hey, that's my skull cap. That's what it is. It's a skull cap.
What do I look like?
You look like something straight out of Fat Albert right now.
Hey, are you calling me fat?
No, there were many characters in Fat Albert.
You just called me a fat.
You've never seen the cartoon, have you? before I go to bed, I just wanted to say I appreciate all the support you guys give us.